Greetings, weary travelers, to the Crypt of the Unknown, a podcast that discusses the horrific and the fantastic in all forms of media. I am Webb, the critical android, and joining me for this update, he's not the android, so it wouldn't be a beta version of him that's been updated, but it's Stefan JD.
Hello.
Hello, Stefan JD 2.0.
Hello.
It is nice to be talking with you, Stefan JD. The National Weather Service has issued a severe storm warning.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Any hoodles. So, I think it's time, as you mentioned to me in a previous podcast, it's time for an update, isn't it?
Yes, a quick, fun, fast update. So basically, we have been working really hard on trying to get podcasts out. And obviously the production of the show is low at this point because it is just simply a podcast.
Yeah.
But going forward, we would like to try and up that production and do a little bit more fun with the platform we have here. And obviously we would like to build an audience faster, all those great things. Webb, do you know of the perfect way to describe what we're going to do soon?
We're going to record things and then put them on the internet.
So we're going to be doing a show, I would say.
Just like wipe out what I said. It's like, forget the fact that I asked Webb about that one. Shit, that was a bad idea.
So we're going to be doing a new show alongside the podcast. A show that will be a more...
Very off the cuff. It's very off the cuff.
Very off the cuff, very applicable in the sense that it will be not as long as a podcast. It'll be something that you could digest very easily. And also the fact that it's going to take some time. So what we have now and what we're putting out up until that point was not going to be scarce, but it's just going to be very sporadic, or it's just going to be the way it is until we get to that production level that we want to succeed in. Is there anything else you want to have to add, Webb? I mean, I think we're going to have guests on soon at some point.
Yep, we're definitely going to be having guests on. We got some people lined up that'll be a lot of fun to talk with. And I do want to note, too, that we had a flurry of activity right before Halloween because we wanted to have a build-up to that. We still have some standard episodes of stuff that's to come. We have at least 2 comic book ones we haven't aired at the time of this. And then we also have another one that's a more personal one about things that we like and that other people don't. So that'll be a fun one for you to hear. We also have a podcast that I have to edit together that involves a broadcast hijacking intrusion. We haven't aired that one yet, too, and that'll be good.
Oh.
I think we still have 4 episodes left in the can that we just have to post. It'll be a lot of fun for people, and that will help get us through to where we have this super fun project that we had a lot of fun recording it initially, and I think it's going to translate to a really good time once we debut it.
Mm-hmm. And I think people should look out for the channel for that, and if you can, again, share the channel, because at the initial start of it, I think people are going to be very interested, because it is a fun concept that I go on YouTube and I look it up. Nobody's done it yet. So it's our own self-created thing. Once it comes out, I think we should do another update and tell people how it happened. But as of right now, I kind of came up with something that I thought would be fast and easy to produce while creating a bigger production on it. And Webb said, well, what if we twist it into this way? And then it just became what it became. So I know we're being vague. It's on purpose, but it's fun. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I think this will be a lot of fun for people who enjoy some of the content that we've already discussed on here, because this definitely caters to one of the topics that we've really hit home hard on with some of the podcasts we've done. And maybe depending on what happens, we can expand it into other formats as well to cover different types of media. It's going to focus on a specific type of media to start. That for sure is going to be the bread and butter. It might be possible to extend it out into other things too, based off the format we have that's adaptable to things. And then it might be fun to have guests on it too, so that they can, if they have a specific take on something, that might also be interesting.
Right. And see, he's already coming up with good ideas. I didn't even think about other forms of media. It's going to be so much fun. The whole concept around it, and with having guests on and so on and so forth, I would also like people who, when they catch up to these episodes, and again, stay tuned when it comes out. If the first comments I want to see is people asking us what to do next for that show, because I want to see what people think would be something good for us to put on that specific show that we're going to unveil.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. It's basically going to be the third large-scale program that we have on here, next to our typical podcast uploads and the drawing videos that Stefan does. Though I might do my own drawing video at some point in time, just to like show what I can do on Microsoft Paint, and I'll capture that.
You just start playing Charlie Brown music. It's just the Peanuts gang dancing.
Not quite, but no, it'll be a lot of fun being able to tackle this. And we did get some wonderfully positive response from our Halloween uploads that we did, specifically when we were talking about true life scary stories that have happened to us. Mm-hmm. And we'd like to see more of that from everybody, and more things that you'd like us to be covering. Because there's certainly a lot that we can do with this podcast, and it's just up to us to deliver the goods, and up to all of you to let us know what direction you'd like to see things go in. But I really think this third show that we have coming up will be pretty fantastic.
Yeah, and like Webb said, we will take anything. Nothing is taboo. Someone mentioned Mars Attacks. Well, we did. We mentioned Mars Attacks in the podcast. And then someone's like, yeah, it would be cool if you guys did cover that. And what did we do? We covered it. So,
we did.
It's everything's here. Just tell us what you want. We'll give it to you.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're here for.
We're your monkeys. Just we're here for your amusement. Come on.
Yeah. You're the organ grinder. We're the monkeys.
Exactly.
Hey, we're the monkeys. People say we monkey around.
I need to listen to more of the monkeys. Oh, man. Oh, another thing, too. I want to continue reviewing albums.
Oh, that's right. There's so much of that to cover, too.
Yeah, for people who don't know, we've only done one so far. Obviously, and I've talked to Webb about this.
Billy Idol Cyberpunk.
Yeah. I still just want to say, fuck you, why'd you pick that?
Smack Attack.
Smack Attack. I honestly, because me and Webb had to kind of, I don't want to say grow into talking to each other, because we've known each other for years, but like doing a podcast and making it entertaining, we really hit home, I felt, when we got onto that Billy Idol one. I was like, we're so in sync on this album. So if anyone has any recommendations for albums, I will gladly take those.
Well, I did send you that Concrete Blonde album, The Bloodletting.
That's true. I do have an album for you that I do want to cover too. So,
I mean, did you hear that song Joey on it?
Yes.
Wasn't that fucking amazing?
Yes. So look forward to that. Album reviews, regular podcast shit, unveiled show, art drawings, and what else we got, Webb?
Well, we do have some potentially good interviews lining up. I do have... I don't know when I'll be able to record this, but we do have... it might be just me and this other person, but there is a Castlevania speedrunner from Germany who I'm hoping to interview. If we can sync up the time properly, then obviously, Stefan, I'd want you on it too, but with the time difference between where you are, where I am, and Germany, it's a little tough to link that all up. But we're going to try. That'll be awesome, because Castlevania obviously fits the horror themes that we're going with, plus the gaming speedrunning community is pretty awesome. And then, not to mention, having somebody from Germany to discuss what gaming is like in another country in terms of availability of games, what games are popular, cultural differences. That stuff to me is always fascinating.
Mm-hmm. We do have a couple, I think, celebrity voice actors kind of on board or in the can, so...
Yep, that'll be interesting.
So look forward to that. That's a thing that's coming.
Specifically, at least we've got one voice actress who was happy to help us out with something. She's been just an absolute angel, so we have to give her a world of credit for doing some small voice work for us, which is pretty awesome.
And that will be linked to that new show that we are going to unveil. So look forward to that. Hey.
And we also might be able to get them for a full sit-down interview about voice acting, well, which would be pretty fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
We've also got some potentially other interesting things lined up, including a YouTuber who likes to cover classic retro video games, who has a fairly sizable channel, who some of you might know. And if we can get him on to talk about gaming, and specifically horror games for the Super Nintendo and the NES, that would be an awful lot of fun. We got some very fun things lined up that I, for one, am excited about.
Yes, going forward with this podcast, I'm a very busy person. Webb is a very busy person. And the fact that we somehow make time for this, and we're somehow still into it at this far, because we've made a lot of leaps and bounds, I gotta say. You know, it speaks to the volume of what's to come, because we are going to continue pushing forward in those leaps and bounds. And I'm very excited for them. I just can't wait. Like, I just want it all to be out right now, but we'll have to wait for it with everyone else. And when it does come out, you guys will have to let us know what you think.
I mean, you're not kidding about leaps and bounds. Did you see that awesome, intro I put together with the spinning spiral?
Oh, I should mention that.
We got a new intro coming up, don't we?
Yes, so we have a new intro being made by the absolute ultimate famous, well, he's not famous yet, but he should be, Sam Mercer. Sam Mercer, who has worked, I'll let him talk about it because he's got to come on at some point. But he's a great video editor. He knows how to do fantastic work, and he's creating a new intro for us, and he's going to help us with a lot of things on the channel, actually, and he's doing it out of the kindness of his heart, which is just the best thing. So he's a good guy. We got a new intro. I still will always love the fact that our initial intro was slapped together by Webb in 20 minutes. It's a thing of joy to me.
It's pretty amazing when you think about it.
It really is. It's like, the spiral. Because here's the thing people don't know about this. This is a little backstory. I'm an artist. Obviously, I draw. So I did all these panel layouts. I'm like, Webb, this is what it needs to be like. Do this, do this, do this, do this. And he's like, fucking artist.
He's like giving me things like, I'm an audio editor, you asshole.
Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, you gotta have this cool moment, and the thing's gotta be spinning around, and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, here, that's it. Shut the fuck up.
It's like, this is the best I can do. It's like, do you tell somebody at Burger King to cook the Big Mac for you?
Yeah, exactly. So, and to his credit, I loved it. As soon as I saw it, I watched it like 50 times over and over again.
At least the voiceover part is good.
It is. And I do like the brain. It reminded me of, what's that movie?
Ernest Scared Stupid?
No, God, no.
Are you sure it wasn't Ernest Scared Stupid?
It was the opening to Reanimator.
No, I think you were thinking of Ernest Scared Stupid.
God damn you.
I need to get Jeffrey Combs on this show. If we could get Jeffrey Combs, that'd be amazing.
That would be amazing. I will push for that. But, yeah, so there's a lot of things coming. So many things even we're probably not even thinking about right now that we've already talked and worked on in some capacity.
Yeah, probably. Right.
Yeah. So look forward to all of that. I don't know how many times I have to say that, but I just want people to look forward to it as much as I am. And I know you are too, Webb.
I am. Sometimes it's a long road to get places, and then with everything going on in life, it can be hard to get things all together. But I think in the long run, there is definitely good times ahead for this show, and we're hopefully going to be able to provide you all content to enjoy while we try to get through the rest of 2020 together and hopefully have a good 2021.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, one more thing. I also did just add myself on TikTok for Crypt of the Unknown. Ultimately, it was just a way to get people to come back to the YouTube channel, but you can follow me there and share me if you'd like. It's just sped up art videos. So yeah, there's also that.
That's cool.
Yeah, just another, ding in the can.
Well, there's definitely more dings to come, or tings, I guess.
Chings. Ting.
There's more to come. Basically. But yeah, if you have any questions, or still if you have things that you want to see covered, then leave them there in the comments section as we move forward. There's truly, this is going to be a good time to be had, and we're just happy to be sharing it all with you.
Mm-hmm. I mean, literally, you're wielding a power that nobody else on YouTube is wielding. You can just say, do this, and now we have to do it.
I think we're not contractually obligated.
We're not obligated, but you know what? I'll just do it anyway. I'll do it. Just tell me what to do, baby. I'll do it. I'm just kidding.
I agree. But anyway, we do hope that you have enjoyed this update and had something that you pulled from it. I don't know why you're listening. If you're still listening to this part, God bless you. I don't know who you are, but more power to you. You're the one who should be leaving the comment, you person who listened way too long to this.
Mm-hmm.
But Stefan, thank you for joining me for the update.
Yeah, thanks for everyone listening.
And to all of you out there listening to the Crypt of the Unknown, we honestly appreciate all of you, and we look forward to things to come. But until then, the Crypt is closed.
Douche.